Namaskar and a very good morning. Welcome to the audiocast from Kotak Securities. I'm your host and guide, Anindya Banerjee. आज overall risk sentiment is looking positive क्योंकि Asian equity markets are trading in the green, but dollar index is trading slightly higher. और उसके पीछे का कारण ये है कि कल जो US GDP report था, that was higher than expectation. This is for the fourth quarter of last year. But internals of the GDP report have some issues, at least for the housing market, क्योंकि housing investment has slowed down dramatically. That is also not unexpected क्योंकि US में mortgage rates are at decadal highs. That's taking a toll on the US housing demand. Inflation measures are coming off also in the GDP report, so that's good news. Now, because the dollar index has bounced back a little, हो सकता है कि आज dollar rupee may find some support at lower levels क्योंकि अभी जो broad एक range है that seems to be between 8140 or 8180 on the spot. Now, how far the Adani FPO has a impact on the USDINR in terms of sentiment क्योंकि QIB is already done. So in terms of sentiment, how far it's going to have an impact, we have to see. In case it does, then we could see the 8140 being breached. But as of now, we are expecting this range to hold, that is 8140 and 8180. So agar intraday scalpers hai, they can look to buy closer to 8140. But remember, if 8140 is breached, then it can fall all the way towards 81 levels. But agar positional view dekha jaye, to our positional view is still bearish on USDINR, but we would not be selling around 81.50 or 81.60 levels where it is expected to open on the spot reference. We would like the prices to move higher, possibly towards 81.80 or at least 81.75 levels, जहाँ पे हम लोग fresh shots ले सकते हैं क्योंकि stop loss रहेगा clear cut above 82 levels on the spot reference. अगर 82 के ऊपर जाकर spot sustain होता है, then we have to reassess our bearish view. Basically, it is important that we wait for a pullback to enter shorts than trying to short at any level. But intraday के हिसाब से 8140 is a major support. If that is breached, then we could see some momentum selling towards 81 levels on the spot. So these levels are important for intraday traders. Or upper levels पे 8175 से 8180 is going to be an immediate major resistance. If you are doing straddle strangle, we would still like to avoid a straddle or a strangle short. And we would, if you want to sell a range, then it is preferably you stick with an iron fly. Now, we have seen the benefit of iron fly, like जो Jan 27th, जो monthly expiry था, जो आज expire होने वाला है, उसमें we had gone short the 81.75 iron fly. Now, the benefit which we saw was the dollar rupee breached 81 temporarily and then again pulled back. So if you had a straddle shot or a strangle shot of 81.75 or 81.5, your stop loss would have been triggered. And then you would have seen the market pull back and your position turning into profit. No good because the stop has been triggered. But ek iron fly mein, because it's a hedge strategy where you sell a straddle, ATM straddle, and buy a strangle to hedge yourself. Because a hedge strategy, you can hold that position till expiry. So even if there are temporary breaches up or down in the range, you can hold that position and not get perturbed. ये बहुत important है because dollar rupee में काफी बार देखा गया कि there are temporary breaches of a range and then after some time the prices pull back. So this is the reason why we continue to prefer iron fly. अगर clear cut range बन चुका है, then we would obviously switch to a short straddle or strangle. But as a rule of thumb, there are two things to keep in mind where we would look for iron fly. जहाँ पे range is still not clear and the possibility for trend is there and still you want to play a range, then do iron fly. Or if you are betting on options where expiries are more than 10 days, then generally we will prefer a iron fly because we have there is some time before the option starts to bleed, especially if you're doing with options which are like 2-3 weeks expiry, क्योंकि आप होल्ड कर सकते हो वो पोजीशंस नहीं तो अगर फटाक से कोई बड़ा मूव आ जाता है, it can start impacting your P&L. So keep that in mind. Under these two conditions, iron fly is better over a straddle or a strangle. Cross currencies में यूरो INR, GBP INR और येन INR, ये तीनों में एक पुल बैक करेक्शन देखा जा सकता है. but largely we expect a range-bound price movement in all three. So that's it, folks. This is Anindya Banerjee signing off. A fantastic day ahead.